Welcome my fab fans. Land's new video. We get to see a new set, and I'll show you how I actually set them up. Ooh, they're so pretty, they're all rainbow. Yeah, every single one of them has 2 layers, which is really annoying because I originally did not know that there was 2 layers. I will be filming Chaos Castle. In the last video, I think I said I'd film it in the next video, but since it's a setup for Diamond Art and not just Diamond Art, it doesn't count. But technically the next Diamond Art video instead of the setup video. Though I will be posting slightly more. I hope to post a lot more in general, but it's because I know I'll be too busy soon to film properly. I do get a lot less comments than I would like. You'd think with such a high subscriber count, I'd have more comments or more views on average, but I don't. I'm pretty sure people subscribe for me in hopes that they'll see a very specific kind of content rather than my content in general. Plus, the reason I'm doing a setup video is to show you how long it actually takes me to fully do everything when it comes down to Diamond Art. When it comes to the coasters, there's so many more steps than you'd think, because I usually just edit it out or fully cut it out and don't say a word. I mean, as you and I grow and learn how to be people, Oops. I'm dressed in fully red, like it's Chinese New Year. Something I realized, though, is when I wear red, the clientele that we have that are Asian are more likely to tip. Neat. 'Cause, like, why did we get so many more people giving me tips than normal? Because I'm wearing red? I was wearing my red bandana because I wanted to keep my hair out of my face, which I tied it in, like, a cute little bow. 'Cause why not? Do I look good in red? 'Cause I think I look awful in red. I feel like it drowns my skin out so much. I feel like it makes me look really, like, pasty and a little odd. But oh well. Maybe red gives me good luck. I will say, though, my voice in general gets me tips anyway, because the old people seem to love that I'm nice to them. I hope you know I'm like this to everyone. I am very straightforward, and I am always trying to make sure you get exactly what you like as quickly as possible. I don't change my attitude day by day. I just am myself. And I guess some people appreciate it, because today I got $5. Technically, they handed me a $10 bill, but I like to share my tips with my other coworkers because they make the food too. They don't just serve, we all make it together. But that was really nice. I would have split the 10 more, but the kitchen does not accept tips, and my managers don't accept them either. I'm going to organize each packet around my desk in different trays. Just like this. Because I like having everything around me when I'm doing these coasters. It makes it easier to do so. Plus, I will use this wand because it has the ability to pick up 4 and 1, not just 1. Because I don't like how it doesn't have the dual-sided. But I get another tray. Ooh, where? I know I have scissors over here somewhere. Technically, I do have these that I could use to stick the numbers on, because they are meant to be labels, but I would rather not use those and rather just tape the one that comes with it. Where's my roll of tape? There it is. I know, it's just some packing tape. You never know how much effort a person puts into something until you go behind the scenes. So I will acknowledge the fact that I am wearing both a red skirt and a red top, and they are the same color. I don't like the color red, but I am wearing red because it just feels like it's the right season to wear red. And I will do whatever my vibe tells me to do. I will acknowledge that I absolutely hate the idea of just switching between beads. But the main reason I started just getting all my trays out and just doing it like this is because, one, I have a bunch of trays, and two, I'm currently using my containers that I can separate the beads with, and I don't want to use plastic baggies because they're wasteful. The only time I really use plastic baggies is when I am transporting things that I don't want to get tangled. Something though some people have realized is I will package things in a very particular way. Like with my my necklaces, I will wrap them around a card a very particular way so that the chain won't get tangled. And the amount of people that unwrap it the wrong way and get the chain tangled anyway is most of them. So to each their own. I guess not many people are good at puzzle boxes. She's angry that she had a daughter. Oh no, she's going through postpartum. Because of her abuser, she's gonna be real difficult to handle when it comes to postpartum. I don't see much good happening or coming from this. It is known, though, that if you're in an abusive relationship, postpartum's probably going to happen, and it's going to be way worse. Good luck to her. But that baby's probably not going to live. Especially with the kind of abuse she's through. I foresee that baby starving. Well, this one's really pretty. It's like a ruby. I don't like red very much, but this one's pretty. Though me saying I don't like red is the same as me saying I don't like yellow. And the reason I don't like them is because I don't like every version of them. If I don't like every version of a color, I won't say that I like it. Because then it just feels like I'm excluding half of its, like, identity. And I don't want to do that to the colors. This one's like a peachy color. Like, it gives me orange vibes at first, and then I look at it closer and it's pink. It's quite a peachy color. What makes me really upset is that he's blaming the girls for having daughters when it's entirely his fault that he's having daughters. Guess what? Men are the only one who carry the Y chromosome that makes a son. So a man cannot blame a woman for having a daughter. There are things that can affect whether a woman has or is more likely to have a son. Get her off properly. If you can't get a woman off, she'll never have a son. Because it means that the egg will reject having girls and be more likely to accept having a son. Which means he's not pleasing his women. Which is honestly embarrassing on his part. Oh my god. Storm, that's why he has 2 sons. If he wants a daughter, he has to make sure she doesn't get off. No wonder he has the wife. that why she stays with that man? Sorry, I had a really unorthodox thought about a person. Like, the reason they're staying is because they can get off. No other reason. Because honestly, from what I've heard about this one person, oof. Maybe that's why this one woman is staying in an abusive relationship. She's just satisfied in a different way. Not emotional, though. Emotionally, she feels alone. But physically, perfectly fine. Oh my god, they've been making her sterile? She just wants a baby. This... Oh, that... Oh my god. He's been sterilizing this woman so that she can't have babies. Just to have control over her. That's so fucking cruel. She just wanted to have kids, and he's just been making her a bitter tea that sterilizes her. He's been giving her a natural birth control. What a cruel, cruel man. And she just wanted to be a good wife. Oh. The story of abuse is literally just this terrible man. And he pretends to be like a good person. Like genuinely, but he beats his concubines and stuff. He's... them all realizing that they're being deeply abused is the saddest thing. She thought it was her fault that she couldn't give him a child. That's fucked. That is the sound of a heartbroken woman. What a fucking manipulator. I do genuinely hate to see anyone in an abusive relationship. Which is why when I realize I'm not being that great of a person to certain people, or not the best that I could be, I usually tell them to leave for their own safety, usually. But I will tell them when I'm not being the nicest to them. Right off the bat, usually. Because I want them to notice my bad behavior. And not for them to come back. But I also want them to do it on their own. Fight for their own dignity type thing. But a person who won't fight for their own dignity is quite pathetic. Especially if they're easily convinced to come back. I pity them. I do. I do genuinely try to be nice to everyone, though. But even I can't tell when I'm not being the best. Not immediately, at least. It took me years to realize how abusive I was to some of the people I've dated. Then I do genuinely feel bad. But I can't change how I acted in the past. I can only change how I act in the future. Which is why I took the vow to not date till I could realize when I'm actively acting out or wrong. I need to practice self-control, which is what I've been trying to do for a while. I want to be the best me I can be before I date. Which is actually why I started thinking that I might start online dating soon. I might not be in the best position to do so. I still live at home with my family. I still work in fast food, and I'm still a college student. But I think I can genuinely give it my all, unlike when I was younger, and decided to step out of the dating pool almost entirely. I feel like I've hit a point of emotional maturity that I didn't have before. Am I fully there and emotionally mature? No. Definitely not. I'm still very much childish. But am I better than I used to be? Yes. I'm more confident in myself. I'm more honest with others. And I've healed from a lot of the trauma that has held me back from holding and or wanting a relationship. I wanted to feel confident in myself before I'd feel confident with someone else. That way that I don't push my trauma onto them. Because it's nobody's job to heal me. It is my own job to heal myself. Which is why I feel that I am doing good enough. Emotionally, mentally, strength-wise. To where I wouldn't force a person to fix me. And I wouldn't force myself to fix a person. I'm emotionally intelligent enough now to know when to step away. Hopefully. If I notice I fall back into similar patterns of the past, I will step away and out of the dating pool again. But I think I might try online dating. One, because I don't like going to parties, so I will definitely not be just out in the wild trying to meet a person in person and or hope someone would flirt with me, because that's naive and stupid, especially nowadays. But I think I'll do fine. I do know that each coaster takes me about an hour. Which is why me organizing everything is going to be its own video. I know a lot of people who have failed to find relationships online, and some people that met their spouse in school. To each their own. I had a person completely give up on meeting people in online dating, and I'm just like, to each their own. To each their own. But something I've noticed that a lot of people don't tend to look for when it comes to things is they expect too much too fast. But I also know I'm not that confident. Like, I got a new bodysuit. I technically could wear it out in public, and that would be nice. But I don't have the confidence to wear that out of my room, even. But I kind of hope one day I could be confident enough to rock some of the outfits that I see others wearing, just in general out. But that's a step that I have to get over. Something many might not think about is, or even assume to be true, is I actually really deeply hate how I look, which is completely normal for a social media person. But it also sucks. Emotionally, I know I shouldn't hate how I look because a lot of people tend to say, I'm so envious of your body. And I'm just like, I don't think you should be. I can find beauty in literally anything in this world except myself. And a lot of people find that hilarious. Though I can also find humility and ugliness in everything, so I guess there's just a balance, you know? I can tell people their flaws very easily, just as easily as I can tell them everything that makes them attractive. Some people don't have very many redeeming qualities. Not gonna name names. That would be rude. You might think, wait, you're one tray short. No, I'm not. I have so many of these trays. Because this is not even all of them. I have more in my bin. If I really went in there, I could grab another one. I just don't. Anyway, organized everything. Peace, love, have a good night, my fab fans. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.